I've been using the Nothing Earphones for about 2 weeks now, and it is in time for my full review. So I would like to start things off by talking about the design and the build quality. Now, while I'm in absolute awe with the design of the case and the earphones, it does come with a small trade-off, and that is the earphones and the case, they both get scratched really easily. But apart from that, the build quality of both the earphones and the case is actually pretty solid. Even the hinge of the case feels pretty sturdy. And with that being said, let's talk about the fit and the comfort. So I'm super satisfied over here because these earphones fit really well. So I actually use these earphones to watch a couple of movies, watched a lot of YouTube videos, and basically I use these earphones for long periods of time. And yeah, I didn't face any discomfort or pain in my ears. So yeah, in terms of fit and comfort, a big fat thumbs up. Well, up next, let's talk about the battery life. So speaking about the charging case, then it took just 20 minutes to charge from 0 to 100. And yes, just to clarify, I did use a 18-watt fast charger, but hey, you got to admit that is pretty fast charging. Now, speaking about the earphones themselves, then I didn't exactly measure the battery life, but I did watch a 3.5-hour movie, and yeah, it did seem to have about 30% battery left. So expecting about 4.5 hours on a single charge should be pretty realistic. And yes, to charge the case, we do have a Type-C port, and this case supports wireless charging as well. Now, just to clarify, I didn't use the wireless charging because yeah, I don't have a wireless charging pad, but apart from that, I do not have any issues with the battery life. Well, next up, let's talk about the companion application, which is the Year One application. So let me get it out there. I'm a huge fan of this app because the UI is really minimal and clean. Now, speaking about the actual features of the app, then you can actually see the battery life of the earphones and the case as well. Apart from that, we can obviously switch between ANC, Transparency and normal mode. We can customize the touch controls, get firmware upgrades, enable disable low latency mode for gaming, but a really unique feature in my opinion is the Find My Earbud feature. So basically, say that we misplace our earphones and it's close enough, then you can actually use this feature and it will play this really weird sound. So yeah, with this feature, basically you can track your Nothing earphones if you lose them, and yeah, it's a super useful feature and can be handy from time to time. Next up, let's talk about the ANC and the Transparency mode. Now, speaking about the ANC, then we actually have two different modes over here. One is the light mode and one is the maximum mode, and yeah, there is a slight difference between the two. So say that you're sitting somewhere really crowded, like for example in a cafe or a bus stand, and you have enabled the maximum mode, then that feature paired with really high volume can actually completely cut off the background noise. So yeah, the ANC actually works really well. Now, apart from that, the transparency mode on these earphones are also pretty good. It does pick up a decent amount of the ambient noise, and yeah, you can hear whatever is going around in the background pretty clearly. So yeah, all in all, when it comes to the ANC and transparency mode, a really good job done here and a big fat thumbs up from my side. And finally, let's talk about the sound quality. So the Nothing earphones come with 11.6 mm drivers, and to start things off, let's talk about the high frequencies and the treble. So I would say that I'm slightly disappointed over here because the high frequencies and the treble are pretty similar to cheaper truly wireless earphones like the OnePlus Buds Z. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not too bad, but yeah, I just had my expectations a little bit higher considering the price. Apart from that, the bass is actually done really well on these earphones. It is slightly emphasized, but it's executed really well. Now again, it's not that skull crushing bass or anything like that. For me, it's just the right amount. You will feel the thump, you will feel the bass, but yeah, nothing ground crushing or anything like that. Now, the midtones, instruments and low frequencies are actually produced really well on these earphones, especially the instrumental music. It was an absolute delight to listen to instrumental music because it was produced really well on these earphones. And yeah, these earphones get plenty loud, so you do not have to worry about that. So yeah, all in all, when it comes to the sound quality, I feel that the high frequencies could have been slightly better, but apart from that, absolutely well done and no complaints apart from that. Well, next up, let's talk about the call quality. So the call quality was actually decent, not too good, not too bad. So I made a couple of calls with these earphones and they said that they could hear me clearly, but yeah, it was not the best experience. So yeah, call quality is decent. And last but not the least, let's talk about other things. So these earphones come with Bluetooth 5.2, and I was actually getting a solid Bluetooth Bluetooth range of 7 to 8 meters. After that, I did notice drops and a few lags when it comes to the connection. Apart from that, these earphones do support in-ear detection, and these earphones do come with Google Fast Pair as well. Speaking about IP rating, then these earphones come with IPX4, so you can use them for workouts, or you do not have to worry if you get slightly drenched in the rain. Now these earphones do come with a low latency mode, and to be honest, I did notice a slight lag, but nothing too drastic. So yeah, there was a small lag, and yeah, please make a note of that. And apart from that, these earphones do come with touch controls. So essentially it's double tap to play and pause music, triple tap to go between the next and previous track. You press and hold these earphones to switch between ANC and transparency mode, and apart from that, if you swipe the stem of the earphone, you can actually increase and decrease the volume right from your earphone, and this works really well. So to sum things up, should you buy the Nothing Ear ones or not? So yeah, if your priorities are not gaming and you do not listen to too much high frequency and treble based music, then you can definitely buy them. And well, I'll leave you guys with that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Peace out.